Hi, my name is Patrick Cable. I'm a statistician with the South Carolina Attorney General's Office. In this video, I'm going to be talking with you about how to become a Victim Service Provider, or VSP for short. VSP certification in South Carolina is handled by the Crime Victim Services Division of the South Carolina Attorney General's Office, and more specifically by the Crime Victim Services Training, Provider Certification, and Statistical Analysis Department. I'm a member of that department. We also go by CVST for short since our name is a bit of a mouthful. And since we do have that long name, you might have gathered that we do a lot of different things within the field of victim services, which is true. But the things we do that are most relevant to you as an aspiring VSP are approved trainings for VSP hours, track VSP hours, and issue VSP numbers, which you need if you're a new VSP. If you're watching this video, you're probably trying to figure out how to get your VSP number. We do have a couple prerequisites for getting your number with us. You need to be currently employed by or working with a victim services agency, and you need to be providing direct services to victims within your role within that agency. If you meet these requirements, you can apply right here on the front page of our website. So this is what our application looks like. At the top, you'll have to fill out your contact information and some other information about yourself and your organization. It's very important here that you're filling out your applicant agency email. Once you get approved for your VSP number, we'll be sending you that number to your email address. So it's very important if you want to get your number that you have the correct email. So just make sure to double and triple check that. And down here at the bottom of the application, we're going to also ask you for contact information for your supervisor at your agency. And the same thing here, we're going to have to reach out to your supervisor also through email. So just make sure, double and triple check that email and make sure it's correct. So once you have this all the way filled out, you'll just click Submit Application. So once you submit your application, we will be reaching out to your supervisor, like I mentioned a second ago, and we're going to be sending them an employer verification letter, which is just a letter explaining to them that you've applied to be a VSP and asking them to confirm that you do work at their agency as a victim service provider. And once they send that back to us, we can go ahead and give you your VSP number. And like I said earlier about the application, we will be emailing you that VSP number, so just look out for that in your email. Now, if it's been a couple weeks and you haven't heard back from us, and you know for a fact that your supervisor did send that letter back to us and you still haven't heard anything, you might want to check like your junk mail and your spam folders and just see if maybe the email got caught up anywhere in there. But if you check on your side on your emails and you don't see anything, you can reach out to us to figure out what's going on. You can email us directly at cvst@scag.gov. That's our direct email, and we'll look into it and see what's going on with your application. Now, once you do have your VSP number, there are a couple other things to keep in mind about it. You're going to keep that same number even if you change employers or even if you leave the field of victim services completely and then come back. You'll have that same number if you ever do come back. It's important to keep that number on you if you go to a training. If you want to get credit for a VSP training, you will need to provide your VSP number at the training. So we recommend that you keep it on you somehow. You can either store it in your phone maybe, like in your notes app, or potentially as a contact in your phone, just somewhere in your phone that you'll be able to access it. That way you'll always have it on you. You don't have to worry about memorizing a 6-digit number. So now that you've received your VSP number, you might be thinking that that completes your certification, but there's actually one more step you'll need to take. You'll need to attend the Basic Core VSP training within the first year of your employment. The Basic Core training is a 15-hour course that's designed to go over the basics that we think all VSPs need to know. It's done over the span of a couple days typically. We do one here at CVST every year, and then SCAD VASA does 3 throughout the year. Other agencies will also put them on intermittently. So once you find a basic core training course that works for you and your schedule, you'll need to complete that, and that will complete your certification. And like I said, that has to be done within your first year of employment. There is also a continuing education requirement that you'll have to maintain every year after that to maintain your certification. So that's 12 hours of continuing education every year, and that has to be on training topics that are related to providing direct services to victims. There are a couple places on our website where you can find those trainings. We have pre-approved trainings that have already been approved for VSP hours on our training calendar, as well as under our ongoing approved training subpage. So those are a couple places you can look out for trainings like that. And that concludes this video on how to become a victim service provider. I hope this information has been helpful, and we look forward to receiving an application from you.